Hello everyone, my name is Nabilla Keisya and I'm from Senior High School YP Unila, Bandar Lampung. I'm afraid of the dark because I don't have a guide or directions about where I should go. And when there's a hand reaching out to guide me, I'm not sure if that hand also knows the right directions. Ladies and gentlemen, darkness. That's how we picture this pandemic. We never know what will happen, or maybe we're not ready to face this thing. For example, when online learning is conducted, it feels like we're trapped in the darkness because we are all confused about what we should do to face this thing. We do all things in our home, but I think there's something wrong with this. Although Ki Hajar Dewantara quote, everyone becomes a teacher and every home becomes a school. But I guess our home in this pandemic is not completely ready to be a school. Let me tell you a story. I have a neighbor. He started smoking last year. The sad thing is that he is still in junior high school and I saw him smoking and gambling with his peers multiple times. It was so pathetic, right? After I found out, his parents do not know anything about that. I asked him, and he said that he is curious because of his uncle that comes once a week and he wants to try cigarettes without his parents knowing. After a while, he is happy that his parents and also all his family members are okay with that thing, which should not be done by him. It turns out that these things happen because they interact with that environment for 24 hours, including with the uncle. They see, they imitate, and they practice. Not a single parent wants their child to be like that. And the worst thing is, the parents do not realize that they already give a bad influence to their children. These things rarely happens when offline learning because students spend almost half of their day at school. They learn for almost 12 hours, social interaction always happen, and then there are teachers who can control and guide them at school. And also, they can give a good example by a good standard of morals. Based on Erik Erikson's theory, identity and role confusion, teenagers their age are experiencing an identity crisis and self-discovery process. During online learning system, it is important for them to have a good role model in their home environment because it can motivate them and also build their character. All house components play a role, including parents, or maybe as simple as their relatives who visits them twice a month is also responsible to show them the right morality. Sadly, some of their parents are busy with their own affairs, and some of them have so much time to take care of their children, but they do not have enough parental knowledge to show their children which one has a good impact for them and which one is not. All family members should participate in creating a home with a suitable environment. There are several things that we have to try. First, you should be aware that the future of our family is held by us. We should know that every action we take does have consequences for ourselves and for others. It may happen sooner or later. Hence, we should be cautious to show our behavior to our family members, especially those teenagers who are still in their identity crisis phase. We should eliminate things that are bad for our family members, but all this time, we still normalize it. We can make a list about our behavior and leave out all the bad things that could destroy morality. If you do not know what morality appropriate norms are, you can read a book, article, or journals about that. The thing is, we should be aware of how important good morals and characters are. Students my age should know that we are the primary victims of this pandemic's moral degradation. From online classes that are mandatory for all, we have to learn how to be a good one and give an example to others, so that we can be a good influence for them for better students' moral qualities in Indonesia during the pandemic. Ladies and gentlemen, there are many obstacles that we can solve together. We all have to participate in developing students' morality. Thus, we will create an environment where everyone can become a teacher and all homes can become schools. And now, when the darkness came, I no longer feel afraid because I know which hand I should choose and which directions I should take. And even I can make my hand to be a kind one too. Thank you so much. Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.